Ichiko Kuwata, and I am a producer at Capcom, and I'm here to introduce a game I'm producing, Resident Evil 4, for the Nintendo Wii. When the Nintendo Wii came out, and it was looking like it was going to be a big hit, and everybody was talking about it, it was the talk of the town, even in Japan and everywhere else in the world. At Capcom, we were trying to come up with different ideas of things we could do for the Wii. So one of the things that came up was Resident Evil 4, which was of course a big hit all across the world, in Europe, America, and Japan. So we thought, why don't we port it to the Wii, add some Wii controls to it where you can actually aim and shoot with the Wiimote, and why don't we try something like that? So that's how the whole idea for it started. Well, it is basically a port of the game. We wanted to really implement and use the innovative Wiimote controller and also the nunchuck. So we had the basics of how we wanted to port over the controls to the Wii, and then we were able to add lots of things, like for example all of the action sequences in Resident Evil 4, we mapped those over to the Wii, so instead of pressing certain buttons you may be shaking the controller or doing this or that. So we were able to make it even more fun with all these new controls, and you feel like you're actually controlling the game more directly by pointing and doing all of these things with the Wii controller and the nunchuck. Yes, as far as the visuals go, it's basically the GameCube version, kind of brushed up a little bit here and there. We have widescreen support, progressive scan, plus things we're trying to implement now with the Wii hardware and different tweaks here and there. But as far as the content goes, that is basically the PlayStation 2 version, so the extra chapters and then some of the extra modes, well actually all of the extra modes that appeared in the PlayStation 2 version. And yes, in the game we are using both the speaker and the rumble feature in the Wiimote controller. When we were coming up with the idea and trying to plan out how we would exactly bring the Resident Evil 4 to the Nintendo Wii, there were a lot of things we were excited about, but we were also worried about how the interface and how the controls would work. We were using the menu system and this and that, so we were worried about how it would turn out and whether it would actually be fun or if it would be more of a crutch than making it more intuitive. But we were glad that it turned out so well, and it is so intuitive, and aiming and shooting and running around, it does feel very natural. So I'm hoping everybody gives the game a chance and checks out to see how fun the game is playing with the Wii controller. Resident Evil 4 is coming out for the Nintendo Wii this summer, so I hope you get a chance to check out the game, even if you played through a previous version of the game. This playing through again with the new Wii controllers is a lot of fun, so I hope everybody checks it out. Thank you.